women you are watching on your screen are not Islamic religious preachers. They are female Afghan TV presenters who have been forced by the Taliban to cover their faces. The Taliban's policies have rapidly turned many women and girls into virtual prisoners inside and outside their homes.
واقعا وقتی که گوینده خبر میخوانه و یا هم اطلاع رسانی میکنه باید از هر لحاظ ذهنن یا آرام باشن و حقایق به مردم برسانن. امروزه ساعت 3 ما در ماسک واقعا برنامه را تیر کردیم که در طول زندگی خود قسم برنامه را تیر نکردیم.
After returning to power in 2021, the Taliban initially claimed that they had changed their policies on women's participation in society, but this proved to be false. Reversing years of women's achievements, the Taliban deprived millions of Afghan women of their right to education, ousted tens of thousands of women from jobs, and banned women's businesses and any form of activism. Women are denied access to healthcare unless accompanied by a man. The Taliban has put gender apartheid into effect. There is an upsurge of domestic violence cases, which has further increased the plight of Afghan women throughout the country. The future of women in Afghanistan seems dark under the all-covering veil. Those who were earlier attending schools and colleges have been forcefully redirected towards hijab shops.
ما سابقا هم حجاب میفروختیم اما قدر نیال هم قیمت ها بلند رفته و هم حجاب روزانه خانما میان حجاب زیاد میخرن، حجاب های رنگ برنگ میخرن به خاطر که محدودیتی که امارات اسلامی سر بانوان گرفته که باید چادری بپوشن و حجاب کنن و چی زیاد فروشات داریم در بخش حجاب و دخترها زیاد میخرن، قیمت هم بالا رفته.
A return to the Taliban's past hardline policies and escalation of restrictions on women are causing anger at home and abroad. It is so hard to imagine how so much has changed for so many in such a little time. The Taliban have crushed the women of Afghanistan and have plunged them into the dark ages again. Where once there was hope for women playing a central role in society, there is now hunger, destitution, and violence. Afghan women are urging the international community to step in and save them from the Taliban's mounting oppression. Rights groups are calling for help for the women of Afghanistan who are struggling to survive every single day and are staring at a future devoid of any hope. The situation is grim in Balochistan, a resource-rich yet the poorest province of Pakistan. Enforced disappearances, torture, and murder of political activists, intellectuals, and women are rampant. According to the Commission of Inquiry on Enforced Disappearances, more than 7,000 enforced disappearances occurred in Pakistan since 2011. With over 700 enforced disappearances in 2019 alone. The Baloch, a majority of whom migrated abroad to protect their lives, are frequently raising their concerns by holding protests and organizing seminars. They want the international community, especially the United Nations, to listen to their grievances and make Pakistan accountable for its continued human rights violations against the Baloch people.
Every day Pakistan abducts 2 or 3 people from Balochistan, particularly the students. And also it includes the enforced disappearances, includes women, children, even elderly people. And they are subject to enforced disappearance by Pakistan Army and its secret intelligence. And they go missing for years and years and years. Their whereabouts are unknown to the people of Balochistan. There is a complete media blackout in Balochistan.
Balochistan has remained tense and volatile since Pakistan annexed the autonomous Baloch state of Kalat in 1948. The common people in the region have been experiencing various forms of human rights atrocities at the hands of the Pakistani state. Independent journalists, doctors, and civil rights activists are being targeted by authorities. The state intelligence wing, the notorious ISI, is playing a nefarious role in such incidents. Experts believe that the missing persons may be dead or interned, locked away in illegal detention centers. Pakistan ranks 167th out of 170 countries in Georgetown University's Global Women, Peace and Security Index, as the country witnesses widespread rights abuses against women and children. The Baloch have faced extreme deprivation and marginalization from Pakistan, resulting in their strong desire for liberation and independence. The tension has further escalated by Chinese investments under Beijing's Belt and Road Initiative, with the funds never reaching the locals. The Baloch are clear now that the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC as it's commonly called, gives them no additional benefit and further threatens their way of life. They are urging the international community to speak out against the atrocities, as the world's silence is giving impunity to Pakistan.